Hi guys, it's Wade, and this week on Pagan Perspective we're going to be discussing love spells. My take on the whole thing is, obviously from a really traditional Wiccan perspective, that you shouldn't mess with other people's will. So I'm totally against, at the moment, I mean, you know things change in your mind anyway, the whole idea of using love spells anyway. I always find that a best alternative is to create a spell that is either focusing on changing something within yourself, because then you are held responsible. For example, on my channel, I do have a spell on there, and that was something I did for myself before, because I got into a relationship where the other person wasn't really interested, and instead of trying to make them like me, you know what I mean, the problem was, when you look at it, it was my fault for letting myself get in too deep. So I decided that what was required wasn't a attract love to me spell, it was just a self-healing spell, really, to get over the situation, because things happen for a reason, in my view, and you have to take your own actions if you're feeling a negative impact from what has taken place. So I personally don't do love spells. Another alternative is you could do a attract love to you spell. The problem with that is, when you're looking at it on a free will side, it's fine, but do you really want to attract something, or would you rather experience what true love would kind of be, you know what I mean? And is attracting it going to also put that false twist on the whole relationship? I personally would rather fall in love with someone and not know that I've had any say in it happening. I know that sounds like a bit like I'm wishing for like a fairy tale romance, but at the end of the day, anything is possible, and the majority of you are going to end up getting married, or handfasted, or in a relationship of some kind. You don't need to attract love to you, and you just need to look into yourself and see that although you have an insecurity that you feel that you may feel a bit alone, do not turn to magic to try and fix things like that, because it's not needed, and these kind of insecurities are needed for your own personal growth as a person. You need to learn to deal with difficulties outside of the quick we'll use magic to fix a subject, because at the end of the day, like I said, these are natural things that you're going to have to deal with. The negative things help you grow, and they are, a lot of the time, negative things can be very positive, and you won't see the positive effects until later on. So then I've just contradicted everything that I do, but I do spell work, but not anything that's really going to affect anybody else. And if it's anything to do with attracting things to me, you always need to sit down and write down a list of possible consequences, and decide if it's right. Because don't forget, karma works in very strange ways as well, and what you may not initially see as a negative thing or something that's going to be bad, it can have severe karmatic, is that the right word? Influences on your own life. So yeah, that's basically what I do. So yeah, tell me what your views are on the subject of love spells, or just spells in general, and what you really use them for, and if you think that by not using them, to simply use it for personal growth, is a good idea, or that magic doesn't really harm anything, it just helps you as a person. I mean, I totally agree that you can use it in circumstances, and some circumstances it helps you a lot. I mean, if I hadn't done that spell that I put on my channel, I would probably be an absolute mess now, like more of a mess, because it was a very bad situation I got myself into, but I was changing something within myself, so all that did was help other people to deal with being around me, because I was absolutely miserable. But for other things apart from that, it all depends on the situation, so you really need to look into what situation you are in, and I don't advise anything that's going to alter with free will, because one, it's most likely not going to work anyway, and two, it's very disrespectful. So yeah, I hope you have a great weekend and week. I'll be updating my channel soon for those who are subscribed, because I finished uni this week, so I just need to go and get this work done. And yeah, so I hope to speak to you all soon, and yeah, blessed be. Peace out.